Alright, we are back for another D&D movie time. And we want to start this special D&D movie time by saying Happy Valentine's Day to all our viewers.
Happy Valentine's Day.
And today we are going to be watching the John Hughes classic Pretty in Pink. So, I have never seen this movie before. I've seen a lot of John Hughes movies, but I've never seen Pretty in Pink or 16 Candles. So, perhaps, maybe, when Cora turns 16...
Wait, what?
Yes, when you turn 16,
okay,
maybe we'll make an episode of doing 16 Candles, which will have, I believe, the same girl from this movie.
17.
No, 16. It's called 16 Candles. So we'll do it when you turn 16. But as you can see, Cora is dressed pretty in pink for you all today. I don't know very much. I do know there's a big controversy with this movie. With some people saying that she should end up with one person, but ends up with the wrong person. I don't know. We'll find out at the end and see who we think she should have ended up with. I absolutely have nothing else other than that to say about this movie because I don't know a thing about it. Other than it's a John Hughes movie. It's about a girl going, I think, to a prom or a date or something. Or a party. And she ends up picking a guy. And that's about all I know. What do you think of that, Cora?
Dumb and smart.
Yeah? So, do you think you're going to be able to figure out which guy she should go with? To whatever the reason she needs to pick a guy for is? Yeah? Alright, well, I guess then, without further ado, we'll just jump right into the movie.
Like, comment, subscribe.
And we'll talk to you after we're done. Bye.
Bye. Beautiful. Plane? Oh, that's a major appliance. That's not a thing. Is it?
Richie. Buddy.
It's just his family has a lot of money. Does he have strong lips? How can you tell? Do you feel it in your knees? I felt it everywhere. Strong lips.
I love this woman, and I have to tell her.
We're closed.
You know what an older woman does for me?
Changes your diapers.
Tush.
Hey, this is Steph's party play. You shouldn't be allowed to invite just anybody.
Why are you getting involved? The girl was, is, will always be nada.
Say it. You're ashamed to be seen with me. You're ashamed to go out with me.
You like him, he likes you. What his friends think shouldn't make any difference.
So I'm letting know that they didn't break me.
You told me you couldn't believe in somebody who didn't believe in you. I've always believed in you. I just didn't believe in me.
Okay, so we are back. We just finished Pretty in Pink. So, basically, it was a John Hughes movie about a girl who's in love with a guy. Basically, very similar plot to Some Kind of Wonderful. Only the roles were reversed, kind of, in my opinion.
Well, for me, I was like too weird.
If they had gone with the original ending, or the ending John Hughes wanted at first, I guess, it would have been exactly like Pretty or Some Kind of Wonderful. So, Cora, do you think she should have ended up with Blaine, or do you think she should have ended up with Ducky?
Well, I should probably say Blaine, because why would I want to be married with a poor man who is not strong?
Does it matter if they're rich or poor, though? That's kind of the point of the movie, you know, that she was making. You know, shouldn't matter if you're rich or poor. It should matter if you love each other.
Yeah, but has she ever seen a strong man before? Like, how about if she wasn't strong enough to left someone on a chair?
I don't think it had anything to do with strong like that, Cora.
Oh, Jesus!
I'm just talking about the relationship.
Well, what I was trying to say was, she could have done it with Ducky, but I changed my mind because Ducky was a little too hard.
You mean a jerk?
Yeah, but he was trying too hard, and he was a joke. Like, why do you want to marry a joke?
Well, we're not talking about marriage. We're just talking about, at the end of the movie, who should she have been with? Ducky or Blaine?
Blaine.
Blaine?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to full-heartedly agree, because, I mean, I don't even know why it's, you know, an issue, because, like you were saying, Ducky was constantly trying way too hard. He was on the border of being a flat-out stalker. And I don't know, I was really against the Ducky character, because it's like, whoa, this dude is, you know, calling her literally every 15 minutes after she gets off work till she got home. And most girls, it doesn't matter what time period you're in, most girls are going to find that creepy. It's like, stop calling me so much. And Blaine, you know, yeah, he was nice and he was a different guy than what, you know, was expected of him, because, you know, there was this whole rich versus poor debate. But I'd honestly, you know, he was genuinely nice, you know.
How about in the middle when he lifted the sign for the end?
You mean Ducky?
Yeah, he whipped it off the sign and had a fight with the other dude.
Yeah, because the other dude was talking crap about the girl he's in love with. And, you know, he defended, as far as he is probably concerned, he was defending her honor. So, but still, even with that, you know, again, Ducky's actions up until the end was very clingy.
And also, he got it off whoever hoarded him and whipped it off the sign.
Yes, we know he ripped off the sign. But that's just, you know, to cause trouble.
Yeah.
But Ducky was, you know, throughout the entire movie, very clingy and just as shallow as she expected his friends to be. I did like the story narrative where it seemed like, you know, it paralleled that doesn't matter if they're rich or poor, people are going to act the same way. When they went on their date and he took her to his friend's party and stuff, and then when they went to that club with her friend, that they kind of were treated the same way there. I like the parallel with that. And I'd say one of the other things about this movie is this really hits close to home for us, father and daughter wise, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. We have a very similar situation, except I'd like to think I'm over your mother, definitely.
Yeah, because you and your mother does not get along. Because, like, I think, and, since she's gone now, you're trying to find a new mother for both of us, right?
I'm looking, but I mean, I'm not massively. It's not my goal. My goal is just to be a good parent.
Yeah, but it's like you have like other goal, but it's not actually your goal, right?
Maybe. But, I mean, this is definitely not going to become one of my top favorites of the John Hughes movies. I did recognize some bits of dialogue and a few bits here and there that I've probably seen on, other movies or memes or stuff.
Like memes? I want to watch memes.
But, yeah, I mean, it was okay. So, let's just move into our scores. Cora, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you score this movie?
10 out of 10! I want to watch it again!
Really? You seem bored. Okay, 10 out of 10 for Cora.
Well, this is great!
For me, this was a 4 out of 10.
Wait, what?
Like I said, this is not one of my all-time favorite John Hughes movies. This did not have, I mean, maybe if I grew up with this, but it did feel a little boring, and I would prefer to watch Some Kind of Wonderful. In fact, after we're done with this, I probably will watch it, Some Kind of Wonderful.
It is so wonderful. I realize it's like,
No, there's another movie called It's Some Kind of Wonderful.
Dad, do you remember we watched it? I made my ex model.
Yeah.
It's like the same scene, but the tire's different, everything's different. But
it's like the same thing, but everything's different.
but it's like the same actions, but why? You could have given the same score.
Cora, the score is how much did you like the movie?
Yeah, but it's like so good. The movie is so good. Why did you not like it?
I just told you why. It seemed like a carbon copy of It's Some Kind of Wonderful, which is another John Hughes movie, which basically is the same story, just with, the roles reversed. Instead of a girl choosing between two guys, it's a guy choosing between two girls.
Wait, what?
And one of the girls is Leah Thompson.
Wait, what?
And it has a very different ending.
What?
Now, I don't know how much of Ready Player 2 is based on actual fact, but even if they had recasted, even if they had casted Robert Downey Jr. to play Ducky, I still don't think I would have cared for the Ducky character. Like I said, he came off very stalkerish. He came off very clingy. And that was the biggest drawback for me, And I think It's Some Kind of Wonderful did better. Now, there are a few other John Hughes movies that I would be interested in reviewing with Cora. Like Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I think you're going to love that one.
Wait, what?
Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Also, maybe we'll watch The Breakfast Club. I think you're going to really enjoy that. So, this has been our review of Pretty in Pink, which you can see Cora is wearing pink for this video. And, Cora, what's our next review gonna be?
I have no idea.
That movie I told you about, that Among Us movie?
Oh, yes. My biggest fear.
So, alright, we will talk to you all later.
Bye.